Yo, what is up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, go ahead, hit that subscribe button. Do me a huge favor, hit that like button. The like button really helps out the channel. And today's going to be a little bit change of pace as far as how the channel usually goes. Usually I'm a motorcycle channel, but I felt like I needed to share my opinion on the car that I drive and that I've been driving lately, because it's been too damn hot in Texas. It's been like 108 every single day for like the past week. Actually, yesterday it rained, so it was like 90 with rain, and then it was just humid. So I'm showing you guys what I drive other than motorcycles. My bike's right there. I'll probably talk a little bit about them, but the main topic of today's video is going to be about this car. Now, as you can tell from the title, this is a 2008 Lexus LS600 HL. That's going to confuse a lot of people, but I hope if you're watching this video, you know what that is. I'm going to also compare most of this stuff to the LS460. If you guys have an LS460 or you have an LS600, it doesn't matter. Majority of the parts are the same. The suspension's different and the engine's different for obvious reasons. LS600 is all-wheel drive and it's a hybrid. LS460 is rear-wheel drive and it's not a hybrid. The engine in the LS600 is a 5.0 V8. It is a hybrid system. The hybrid system is very similar to the one in the Prius. And if you're scared of the battery going out or something like that, it's very reliable. Priuses, Prii, whatever you want to call them, I don't know, Prii. The batteries, they don't go out for at least 300,000 miles, so you don't have to worry about that. Unless you're getting an LS600 that's like over 200,000 miles, I wouldn't worry about the battery at all. But, so the title of today's video is 5 things that I hate about this car, or things that you need to watch out before you buy one. I'm gonna try to go over the stuff that goes across the LS460 as well as the LS600. So the beginning years of this car, the LS460 came out in 2007. The LS600 started in 2008, so this is the first model year. So this has all the bad stuff that came with the car. Now, Lexus, I don't know what they did during that time period, but 2007 to 2010, they messed up their interiors. So the first thing is going to be the way that the interior depreciates, or kind of like tears down. I think the last owner had this fixed because there was a recall and Lexus was telling you to bring the car back and they'll change out the whole interior. Because the leather, I don't know, it was fake leather or something. They did something to the leather and it would become sticky and tacky and stuff would just like start falling apart and like peeling and everything like that. And it would happen before like 70,000 miles of the car. So you can still kind of see it with the steering wheel here. This was peeling and it looks like the last owner painted over it. The steering wheel did not get changed out. I mean, this is normal wear and tear, but like the dash and everything looks brand new kind of. So it looks like the last owner did take it to get the interior replaced. It's not all sticky or anything like that. It's all soft and very new looking. Just a steering wheel that I've seen a problem with, and this armrest looks like it's just seen wear and tear, and that's about it. So if you're looking to buy an LS460 or LS600, make sure that you're looking for the interior. Make sure that it's been swapped out. I think it does expire past a certain mileage. You just have to look it up or call the dealership and give them the VIN, and they will change the interior pieces out. I'm honestly not even sure if they'll still do it no matter what's happening, because I don't even think they make the parts anymore. But if it is changed out on the one that you get, then good job. You guys picked a right car. So that's the first thing, is the interior. I mean, I love the interior of my car. This list was very hard for me to do because I love this car. There's very small amounts of things that I actually hate about this thing. That's why I'm extending it to things that I hate / things to watch out for when you buy one. So the next thing is going to be the air conditioner. Now this might just be me because I'm lazy or I'm just a normal human being, but I like buttons, right? So with that being said, you guys can see this is all the interior buttons for the air conditioner. You got your temperatures on each side. You got your 4 zones, so you can have different temperatures in each corner of the car. You have your inside outside, your air purifier, your rear window slash mirror defogger, front defogger, off, and auto. Auto will automatically change the fan speed of keeping the car at a certain temperature that you haven't set. But if you notice that there's one thing that there's missing, there is no fan button to change the speed of the fan by yourself. So what you have to do is you have to go over to climate, and then you have to go and pick your fan speed here. And that's how you do that. So I hate that. I like to just find a button and I like to toggle it on and off, whatever, up and down, and that button's not here. You can choose auto and it'll start cooling down the car to the temperature. It is 93 degrees outside, so it's pretty hot. I never use auto, I don't even know how to take it off. And then you just have to go back in here and then it'll turn the auto off and it'll go to the fan speed that you want. So interior and air conditioner. You need to look out for the interior pieces when you're looking to buy one, and you need to be okay with not having a fan speed button in the inside of the car. Now in the back, that's different. I got the executive package, and as you can tell, I got this whole thing. I don't have a center seat back here. And this back here has a temperature, it has a direction of what you want for each side, and it has a fan button. It also has the auto button. So why couldn't Lexus just give you the fan speed up there? I don't know. If you guys want another video on this executive package or how my car is featured, I'll go ahead and make a video about that. It's pretty cool. It has the table, recliner. Anyways, so the fan speed is gonna be your next thing. This sucks about this car. So now let's get to the nitty-gritty stuff that you need to really watch out for when you're buying, and to make sure that you have deep pockets, because the maintenance on this car is going to be expensive. Maintenance as far as oil changes, even as oil changes are expensive for this car. So I have the 5.0. I'm pretty sure the LS460 is going to be a little cheaper, but the 5.0 LS600, it takes like 9.5 quarts of oil. So to put that in perspective, each 5-quart jug from AutoZone costs about 40 bucks without a sale going on. So that's already $80 in oil. And then you have to get the oil filter. The oil filter's probably like, I don't know, another 10, 15 bucks. And this is if you do it yourself. I don't even know how much it is to take it to a shop, because I usually do all my maintenance by myself. Now when I did buy this car, I had the guy change the oil for me, and he said it was $135. He didn't charge me that, but he told me it was $135 to do the oil change on this. He was just pointing out that the oil change for this car is expensive. Now with that being said, it's probably going to cost around $130 to get the oil change if you take it to a shop. So if you don't like that, I wouldn't recommend getting these cars. As far as other maintenance goes, the spark plugs on the LS600 specifically, the spark plugs are in a dumb spot. The spark plugs are pretty much against the firewall and stuff, like, you know, like the wheel arches. I don't know what they're called. You can't get your hands in there, and so they're for dealerships and shops. They charge a lot of money to change the spark plugs on this, and then if you take it to a shop, you can't even tell if they changed all 8 of them, because when I got this car, like I said, I do my own maintenance. I went to the back ones. Hold on, I'll show you right now. All right, keep in mind this is a LS600, so my engine's gonna look a little different than yours. So typical spark plugs are gonna be across right here, right? So there's a 7th and 8th spark plug right back here. I don't even know if you guys can see that, but there's a 7 and 8th spark plug right here, and it's against the firewall. You can't even see it. There's so much stuff under here. Pain in the butt. I think you can see it on this side. Nope. But when I did it, I had this heat shield that's right here. I don't know if you can see that. I just left it off. I mean, It's probably important to keep it in there, but I couldn't even put it back on even if I tried. Because to take it off, I had to use the tips of my fingers. I had to use 2 wrenches to connect themselves to each other to put it on the bolt, and then I had to hit the edge of the hammer or the edge of the wrench with a screwdriver to loosen it up and take it out somehow. So yeah, I'm not putting that back in. Maintenance on this car is not fun. I'm pretty sure the 460 has the same big brakes as these. The next thing is going to be, so as far as maintenance cost goes, the control arms is like a common problem between LS's 460 and 600. Huge common problem. If you go on Facebook pages, it's all going to tell you the same thing. But as far as maintenance cost goes, it's going to be $2,000 just for the front end to be replaced. That's how much Lexus quoted me. That's how much Lexus usually quotes people. And Lexus replaces the entire control arm. So I'm going to be doing these myself. I'm going to change my control arms myself. I'm going to take them off, take them to a shop, get them pressed out, and get new ones pressed in, the bushings. And that'll save me a lot of money. So I don't have a press, so I'm going to take it to a shop. But I'm going to do all the hands-on to the car myself. And the 5th and final thing, the suspension on this car feels amazing. And there's probably a good reason for it, because Lexus did the most complicated setup of suspension arms and struts and everything. As far as complexity goes, it's a headache. And it makes for the smoothest ride I've probably ever driven. So there is 10 control arms total for the front, left and right side. So 5 on each side. And you can see right here, the top control arm is split up into 2 pieces. Usually most cars, 99% of cars, has one solid wishbone control arm right there. This one has 2, one going that way, one going that way. And then the strut, I have the air suspension. Most people delete it and put regular struts in there with the spring. The air suspension leaks a lot in the front usually. The front suspension usually goes out first. So there's 2 right there. This is the knuckle right here, the air suspension, and then underneath, I don't know how well you can see this, but you got this one, you got that one, you got that one. This is an all-wheel drive, so you got the axles, so those are probably expensive. You got this sway bar. You got a bunch of stuff underneath this car. So with that being said, the 5th thing, you definitely have to watch out for it if you're buying one of these. Make sure that the control arms are good. I'll show you guys how you guys can check if you guys don't want to get underneath the car. Obviously, make sure if you're buying a car, make sure you test drive it. I know I have a TPMS sensor light and it tells me to go to the dealership. I'm not going to the dealership. Anyways, so car is on. You hear that? See, perfect example. I just so happen to have bad control arms. And I think my front passenger air suspension is like leaking. So if you guys want to see more of this car on this channel, I'll probably replace it with aftermarket air suspension so I can go down. I really want to slam this car to the ground and put some nice wheels on it and make people think my car is broken. So if you guys want to see that, leave a comment down below. And that's pretty much going to wrap up today's video. If you guys find this video very helpful, please tell me in the comments. Hit that thumbs up, it really helps out the channel, and subscribe. If you have anyone that's like thinking of buying a car like this, either the LS460 or the LS600, please refer them to this video, share this video, tell them to hit the thumbs up. I'm trying to be as knowledgeable about this car so that way you guys can get the best knowledge and you guys can actually learn something. So that is the 5 things that I hate about this car, and that's also the 5 things that you need to watch out for when you're buying one of these cars. I love this car. I'll probably make another video of things that I love about this car, the materials they use for this car, the stuff that's inside of this car, and what technology was in it for 2008. It was pretty impressive. So if you guys like this, subscribe, like, see you guys next time. As always, keep it cruising.
let you go. Heart that pounds like a stereo. You take me round